All right, ready to roll?
Is it live? Oh.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. The July 7th, 2022 meeting of the Corvallis School Board is called to order at 6:40 p.m. In the interest of public health and safety for all community members, especially for immunocompromised individuals and their families, the Corvallis School Board will continue to offer a virtual option for board members and district personnel participation. Additionally, public comment is available at some meetings, both in person and virtually. Information about how to provide public comment is available on the Corvallis School District website. The board's agenda and packet, as well as the link to the district YouTube channel, are available on the school board page on the district website. Public meetings are live streamed on the district's YouTube channel, and a recording is posted to the same channel, typically the day after the meeting. I am grateful that this technology makes it possible for more community members to view and/or participate in school board meetings, given the flexibility provided by Oregon law. Tonight, we have Therese Jones, Shauna Tomini, and myself in attendance in person. And we have Sammy Alabdorfa. Did I say it right, Sammy? Okay. Vince Adams and Tina Baker are available via audio and/or video. And Sarah Finger McDonald is excused. Due to technology and connectivity limitations, some virtual participants attending may have their video off for some or all or at all times. And thanks for your patience as I'm sharing for the first time. Okay. And the next part of the agenda is public comment. We didn't receive any public comment for this evening, so we're going to move on to the next agenda item, which is election of board officers. The first position that we're going to do elections for is for the chair. We do not need a motion, just names of the people you would like to nominate for the position of board chair for the fiscal year 2022 to 2023. Does anyone wish to make a nomination? Go ahead.
I nominate Sarah Finger McDonald for the position of chair.
Awesome. Are there any other names? Okay. Hearing no objections or further nominations, the nominations are closed. And now we take a vote. Yes.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Do you mind if I grab that for sound?
Absolutely.
I didn't want to make you uncomfortable, but just for sound. Given that Sarah's not here tonight, has anyone made confirmation that she'd be interested in moving forward as chair? I'm assuming so, given that she's been in that
Sammy's
role in a short period of time. Sammy, you're nodding.
Yes, my understanding is Director Sarah Finger McDonald is willing and able to continue her duties as chair for this coming year.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure before we move forward with the vote, so I wasn't voting somebody into a position that we're coming back and potentially not wanting. Thanks, Sammy.
Okay. Should we take a vote? Okay. Tina.
Aye.
Sammy.
Aye.
Vince.
Aye.
Reese.
Aye.
Shauna.
Aye.
And I vote aye as well. Yay. Congratulations, Sarah. Hopefully you watch this later. Okay. So the next position is co-vice chair. We have two positions for this one. So we'll do the first position first. Again, we don't need a motion, just names of people you'd like to nominate for the position of board co-vice chair for the fiscal year 2023 to 2022 to 2023. Yes, numbers. Does anyone wish to make a nomination?
I know Director White.
Vince did it. He got there first.
He
nominated you.
Oh, he nominated me. Thanks, Vince. Cool. Any other nominations? Okay. Shauna.
Aye.
Therese.
Aye.
Sammy.
Almost there.
Aye.
Vince.
Aye.
Tina,
Aye.
and I'll go ahead and vote aye as well. And thanks you all. And then the other one is the other co-vice chair position. Again, we don't need a motion, just the names of people. And does anybody wish to make a motion?
I nominate Director Tomini for the second chair, co-vice chair position.
Okay.
Do you accept?
I accept.
The nomination, yes.
Any other nominations? Okay. We can go ahead and vote. Vince,
Aye.
Tina,
Aye.
me,
Aye.
Shauna,
Aye.
Therese,
Aye.
and I vote aye as well. Yay, congratulations, Shauna.
Thank you. Looking forward to continuing.
Excellent. And the new chair and co-vice chair's duties are effective immediately. Okay, awesome. And then the next thing is the Diane FCA. I don't know how to pronounce FC, thank you, Memorial Scholarship Approval. The Diane SC Memorial Scholarship application has been completed and will be sent to OSBA for consideration upon approval by the board. And that information is in your packet. Would anyone like to make a motion? Good, Sammy.
Madam Co-Vice Chair, I move to approve participation in the Half Oregon School Boards Association's DAN FSIP Memorial Scholarship Program with unanimous consent.
I'll second the motion.
Okay. Is there any discussion?
Just so you know, with Sarah gone, she and I were able to put the application together. It's included in the packet, and she's already signed off on it. So just so you have that context as well as before you make a vote.
Okay. And Sammy, was there any other discussion? I'm just really excited to continue to work with OSBA on this, and I know that it's benefiting students in the community as well for us to engage in this. So it's a really awesome opportunity for us to work harder as a board and have that amazing scholarship fund as well. You have something, Vince?
Yeah, in discussions with Krista Miles, she was suggesting that our board present at annual convention on the professional development that we've done, because I think we've the longest run of memorial scholarship programs, and just how that has affected and changed our board work. So I think that would be really useful learning that we could share with the membership.
I think the other consideration as well is that in the last legislative session, there was some advocacy that boards across the state participate in professional development. While that didn't pass, it's still, I think this allows us to continue to advocate for that based on the work we've done. And I think that that's another benefit of presenting at OSBA for those other boards to hear about the value as in that legislative action that could come.
That's a great, that's a great point, yeah. Just so people can hear, I think a little bit better. For those that might be watching this later or now, for the community, the really great opportunity about this professional development is that it gives our board dedicated time with people who are very well versed in things related to school board management, public meeting law, things we can or can't do as a board. It really helps us to refine the role and understand what really is in our wheelhouse and what's not. And I think that I have appreciated the training because it has helped me to put my energy into the role of a board member, I think more effectively, as I've been able to with each training, lay aside more things that I realize are not actually my responsibility. And then that gives me energy to take up the things that are. So I think it's wonderful benefit to the students that there's a scholarship attached. It's a worthwhile endeavor, even if that wasn't a benefit, but a great incentive to motivate us to continue to do it. And I hope that it speaks to the community that we have been doing this now for, I mean, how many years have we done this now?
This is will be our fourth.
Our fourth, yeah. So, so that time that we are setting aside to do this, I hope would speak to the community that we, as a board, we care deeply about making sure that we're bringing the very best leadership we can to the community, and that some kids get a little bit of funds for colleges, like it's icing on a already really good cake. So.
Thanks, Therese. Any other comment? Okay, Sammy called for unanimous consent, so sounds like we're good. Oh. Sammy, I can't hear you.
Yeah. I would say, probably want to ask if there's any objection. If
Yes,
there's
is there any objection? Thank you. Okay. With no objection, that passed. Thank you. And then the next one is the extension of superintendent's contract. The superintendent's agreement is a period of 3 years. This agreement may be extended each year for 1 additional year by mutual agreement following July 1st of each year, creating a rolling 3-year contract. This extension is dependent on a satisfactory evaluation of the superintendent and is at the discretion of the board. The current contract expires on June 30th, 2024. Superintendent Noss is requesting a 1-year extension to his employment contract with the district. He received a satisfactory evaluation from the board this past spring, allowing this request to be made. This 1-year extension would extend his employment contract to June 30th, 2025. Would anyone like to make a motion? Vince?
May it please the chair, I move to extend the superintendent's contract by a period of 1 year to June 30th, 2025.
Okay. It's been moved by Vince and seconded by Therese. Is there any discussion? Good, Vince. And then Sammy.
It is an extraordinary time for just the profession of superintendency. There is a national shortage of school administrators, and it's just a tumultuous, difficult time to be a superintendent in K-12 education. And I think it's worth noting that not only do we have a superintendent and that we're not outsourcing, but we have probably one of the best superintendents in the state. And so, this is 5 years now, that Ryan has performed just admirably, particularly, through the pandemic. And so this board is in our district, and our children are just immensely lucky to have Superintendent Noss's service and support and leadership. So I'm very happy to vote in favor of this motion.
Thank you.
Sammy, you were next.
Yeah, I just want to echo the same words that were shared. Ryan have shown tremendous leadership, and we are very lucky to have him and have his leadership and the team that he brings into the district office and every school building. With that, I'm very excited and delighted to extend the contract for an extra year, and also appreciate his advocacy and partnership through OSBA and COSA, and really being a mentor and a leader regionally. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Ryan now is the dean of the superintendents in the Valley, and I would like us to continue doing that and supporting him in his work, not only for our schools and our students, but for the community as he leads with other jurisdictions and the partnerships that he fosters, and also across the region and the state that helps all Oregon children.
Sammy, any other comments?
I just have one. I'm very excited about being able to vote for this, and for your interest in staying on for another, extending your 3-year contract. And I just wanted to point out that I think this is a pretty brilliant mechanism for a number of reasons. But one reason is that this means that we don't have any lag ever in communication with our superintendent about his intentions and our desires as a board. Knowing that he has the opportunity to make this request every year, and that that's contingent on a satisfactory evaluation means that in a single contract cycle, there's never one single year where we are not, all of us, thinking about the future and whether or not and to what extent the superintendent is going to be part of that. And not every district has that option. And so I would encourage the community to consider, again, what that means in terms of the leadership of the board, but also the leadership of the superintendent, that we are putting front and central a constant vigilant evaluation of if this relationship and this partnership is doing what we want it to do. And so I like this. I think this is really important. And I think we've used it very well here. And so, but I wanted to just give some context for folks who might be wondering, like, why would you want to have this? Like, what's the benefit of, why not just let the contract run its course? And this is my reason why I think this is important and that we should have this. So I'm excited to support it. Really glad to see you requesting it. And I think this is a great point of dialogue for us to have with the community about how we've chosen to organize our leadership. So yeah, so I'm going to be voting yes for this.
Thanks. Yeah, this is my community too, so it feels good to continue to be a part of it.
Any other comments? My comment is just that it's just a tough time in many professions, including K-12 education, and it's awesome to see you thinking ahead of wanting to stay. Because there are a lot of folks leaving various fields, including this one. So I appreciate your commitment to the district and the community and working in partnership with us. So yeah.
Thank you.
Whoa, and I turned the lights off when I said that.
They go.
They totally turned off. So, okay, any other discussion? Okay, let's go ahead and take a vote. Vince,
Aye.
I mean,
Aye.
yeah,
Aye.
Shauna,
Aye.
Therese,
Aye.
and I am gonna vote aye as well. Then the motion passes.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Ryan.
Thanks.
For the extension. Okay. Okay. So the next one is to ratify the 2021 to 22 organizational actions. The board is required to take action on certain organizational items no later than July 1 of each fiscal year. The board takes action in the prior fiscal year and then ratifies those actions at its July meeting as a formality. The annual organizational items are Resolution 22-0602, designation of district officers, clerk's agenda and depository of funds 2022 to 2023 organizational resolution, and the 2021 to 2022 board meeting schedule. The information is in your board packet. Would anyone like to make a motion? Oh, do you have your hand up, Sammy?
Sure, yes. I move to ratify the 2022-23 actions that were taken by the board in 2021-2022.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, it's been moved by Sammy and seconded by Vince. Is there any discussion? Okay, no discussion, so let's go ahead and take a vote. Therese,
Aye.
Shauna,
Aye.
Tina,
Aye.
Sammy,
Aye.
Aye.
and I will vote aye as well. That motion passes as well. And the last thing on our agenda are board member comments. Does anybody have comments they would like to make? Can you see if there is? Go ahead, Vince.
This is his hand.
I can't see it.
Is it his real hand?
Yeah, real hand. Go ahead, Vince.
Yeah, okay.
Missing a little.
We are.
Well, First, I'd like to congratulate you, Director Whitebear, on chairing your first meeting. Well done, bravo. And I also want to draw attention, I think, in Corvallis history, I think this is the first time a school board meeting has been chaired by a Native American. So congratulations again.
Yeah. Any other comments?
My comment is similar to Vince's, so I'll say, just want to say I'm really excited for our leadership team this year and for our chair and our coach, vice chairs. I think that it's long overdue, ensuring that within the leadership of our district, we have representation for all of our community. And with each passing year, I feel like we make progress toward that. And to have a leadership team this year leading us through that is all women. We have the most diversity we've ever had in our leadership ever. And I think it's fantastic, and it's really exciting time to be serving on this board. And so I'm really looking forward to what is going to happen in the coming year. And yeah, so just thank you for being willing to serve for this past year, and then coming into and starting out this year fully with everyone in place and ready to go. And it's unfortunate Sarah can't be in the room with us to appreciate that. But she's really busy right now appreciating lakes in Norway, so she's not able to fjords, I think. So, but I know when she gets back, she's going to be excited to hit the ground running with this great leadership team that we have. So thank you so much for saying yes.
Any other comments?
I'll just share, I realized just Teresa in your comments too, that I'm coming to the end of my first full year as a board member, and what a wonderful experience this has been with terrific colleagues who have really welcomed me with open arms as a learner alongside all of you. So I really, really appreciate that. I've learned a tremendous amount in this time. I'm very excited to be part of the leadership on the board as I continue to learn in that role as well. And I also am really grateful to the community for reaching out, for sending comments and questions, for helping us learn along with them in this process too. So just looking forward to the year.
Anyone else?
Nobody else? No.
I'll just echo some of the same things and say I'm excited to and thankful that you all voted me in as co-vice chair for another year, and look forward to being part of the leadership team and really getting into learning more from the community and staff and students on where we can do better, what's working well. And that's something that's really important. So I know all of us, and look forward to engaging in those conversations. And I did want to say thanks for your patience. As I was learning how to read a script and chair a meeting. So thanks for your patience to the rest of the board as well as the community as I stumbled through a couple parts of it. But much appreciation for that. And I'm excited to be able to chair a meeting for the first time as well. Okay. All right. With no further business, we are adjourned at 7:04 p.m. I think I was supposed to do a gavel thing at some point.
You can do that now.
There's the gavel. Did you hear it? It was very light. All right. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.